I'm Kemi Omololu-Olunloyo, Nigerian journalist and social critic. It's 1 p.m. in Nigeria, May 19th, 2019, Sunday afternoon. Ruggedman, I saw your post. First of all, you need to open the comments so that we can talk. Because if you don't open those comments, you're creating an element of suspicion. I simply wrote something asking you to confirm or deny it. I'm a very, very experienced investigative journalist. I was trained in the United States with 25 years behind my back and 19 prizes in my work. I can investigate anything and anybody. You see, one thing about journalists is that we have to protect the source. If a source in the EFCC is telling me that you filed the petition on an assumed name, okay, I know two-faced people. Two-sided and two-faced people may be acting as if they're helping police to get crooks off the way. They can also be working the opposite way. I know about that. Okay? The main thing is what you wrote. You said, I'm not going to mention any handles, but anybody that has proof should provide it, or else they can consider themselves sick. Well, I'll tell you about myself. I'm not sick. Okay? Medically, I am sick because I'm going through PTSD from another case, Yabojo, the actress that lied on me, and I went to prison for 6 months. After 18 months, we discovered she lied under oath. I spent 6 months in prison. And what I'm avoiding is to have Naira Marley spending any day more than he is now in prison. If they send him to prison, what we're saying is that we want to know why they're sending him to prison. Why he's been detained. What are the charges and who are the people that petitioned on the charges? There's somebody's name on the petition that their credit card was used. Who is that person? I know how EFCC cases work. I was a volunteer for Toronto Police. I worked in homicide, financial crimes, and sex crimes. And in the financial crimes section, petitioners appear in court. Okay? If you've used a fake name, they can get away with stuff like that in Nigeria. This is Nigeria, a very corrupt country. Liars, cheats, and frauds is what this country is made up about. And let me tell you about your friend Sega Link. I was the one that busted him when he was in Jibrin's inbox, asking Jibrin for millions, or else he'll blackmail him. We outed Sega Link in 2016. Most of his fans today don't even know about that 2016 story. I just have to always pick it out. So anybody watching this video should go and Google Sega Link, Kemi Olunloyo, and Kemi Trash's Dogara investigator. He was working for Dogara. We know that. I approved the speaker for so long. Nobody wanted to talk to the journalist. Did Dogara pay Sega Link to destabilize the police? NSARS. I know about NSARS. SARS we need. If you haven't been in a prison, Ruggedman, don't tell anybody, okay, to end SARS. I understand that SARS has become a non-entity organization, killing young people, harassing young people, and forcing them to show what's on their phone. But at the end of the day, if you've lived in a prison like me with armed robbers, vicious ones, JJ and all of them are in Port Harcourt prison. The guys that did that Zenith Bank, that the video you were watching that killed everybody, one of their friends, Uche, was killed in that. JJ was my errand boy in Port Harcourt prison. I paid him 20 Naira a day to go fetch my food ingredients. They were big and large with AKs outside. Inside, there were nobodies. But I don't want to send somebody to prison if they were innocent. That's all I'm saying, because I know you're kind. You work against the police, and you also work for the police. The EFCC is nothing but a police agency, and we want them to prosecute everybody the same. If Bukola Saraki is going to be arrested this week by the EFCC, I want Bukola paraded. Why are we paraded young boys? Young people destroying their lives. Naira Marley, I'm not his representative. I'm working as an activist in my own right on every issue in Nigeria. I have a new brand called Kemi Talks. And Kemi Talks is with anger. At the end of the day, you need to listen carefully. Stop what Dolapo is doing. PRO Badmus. If you look at what you posted, okay, I don't care if you open the comments or not, but look carefully at what you posted. Anybody who can't prove it should consider themselves sick. Don't call me sick. And your hashtags. Look at your hashtags carefully. There was one in there that you definitely were referring to me. And junk journalism. Okay? So you were abusing a journalist. Okay? Maybe you should have wrote end junk blogging. You were addressing me. You see, in journalism, we have hashtags we use. Truth never dies. That's the one we use the most. Journalism is not a crime. Another one. Okay? But if you want to demean a journalist, I will go after you. And if I begin to investigate you and who you're working for, it will not be funny at all. Because the way Nigeria has become right now, let me tell you something. I have dreams too. I want to be the first female president of this country. The way this country is working right now, innocent people are being locked away for nothing. I am begging for food every day. Yeah, begging for food. Go to YouTube. I had an active fundraiser this weekend asking people to give me money. People were donating 2,000, 3,000, 10,000, 15,000. I raised 150,000 yesterday. Maybe that's the money that will sustain me for the next week. Somebody sent 500 Naira. To use 52 Naira to send 500 Naira is very appreciative of me. You don't know what anyone can become when they go behind bars in prison. If you have not been to prison before, you need to know. So if you're behind this stuff, nobody's saying you're doing the wrong thing, but concrete evidence has to be out there. We need to know exactly what they found in that computer. They said they found credit card information that belonged to somebody else. Excuse me, my credit card information and my debit card information is on my son's laptop, because a lot of times I send my son to order things from me online or take my card to the supermarket or one thing or the other. So we need to know concrete details. There is a name of somebody that owned a credit card. That person has to show up in court. Okay, and if they don't show up in court, they have to have a lawyer representing them. I know the law. I used to sit in prison clothes when I went to my case in federal court and sit through all those EFCC cases. They wasted my time. On the sheet, it could say I'm number 17, and all the number 1 to 15 is EFCC cases. And one case could take almost 1 hour to prosecute. So please, all I asked was to confirm or deny. You can make a post and say, yeah, Madam KOO, I'm denying that. I have no involvement. I don't know how many people have suspected you, but don't ever write in your life. Oh my God, don't ever write Ruggedman in your fucking life. End junk journalism. They've already trashed my reputation. Yabo just done that. I'm going to lock her up. So don't join that band, okay? All right? Kemi Omalulu Olunlayo. I simply asked you a question. Confirm or deny. That's what happened with the Yabo. When I heard all the stuff that was sent to me, she never confirmed. She never denied. Okay? I put out all the receipts. That she read everything. She didn't answer. And that's all I need to do. 2 years later, look what's happened. If you don't confirm or deny something from a journalist, especially an investigative journalist, you're creating an element of suspicion. Thank you for watching, everybody. I don't post on Instagram anymore on weekdays, just weekends.